Hi, this is Ahmed, and today I'm gonna present to you my work. I'm gonna start by creating the web app. So here we have our project, and I'm gonna do the first step, which is creating the web app. We click on create web app, and we look for web app. We click on create. We choose the type of subscription, Azure for students. Here we create a new resource group. We name it new Ahmed. Okay. Perfect. For the application, we're gonna name it. The name is taken. Let's think of another name. New pass. Simple. We keep the generated name. For the runtime stack, we can't find .NET 7, so we choose .NET 8. For the region, we leave the one who they gave us. For the pricing plan, we're gonna create a new one. Okay, which we name it New Ahmed. It's easier that way. The plan should be free. Okay, we choose free. And we click on review. We review our data, web app, free, .NET.8, name, resource group, and the region is Canada, Central. Why we choose Canada? Because we had a problem earlier with when I chose Spain, because I couldn't do the service connector. So now we choose Canada because you can have a service connector with it. We wait for the deployment. Okay, deployment successful. Now we start by now we go to creating the database. We're going to create an associated database. We click on create. We choose SQL database and we click on create. Now we go and choose same subscription, Azure for students. We create create a new resource group. Okay, now should be okay for the name. We create a new database name. We take the name from the PDF. We create a new server, database SQL server. Okay. That's our server name. Oh, it has to be lowercase, so we write it lowercase. We change location. We choose Spain. Authentication method. Use SQL authentication. We copy username, password. Confirm password. Okay. Okay, now we just review and create. Everything is okay. Oh, we can optimize the price, right? We change the machine. We pick something less requesting. Okay, As you can see, the price was 145. Now it's gone down to 490 USD, which is better since we have a small project as well. Okay, we click on validate and we wait for deployment of the SQL database and the SQL server as well. Deployment in progress. Okay. Now we go to the step where we connect the database and the web application. So to do that, we have to go to our web application. We click on it. Then we go to service connector. Yes, service connector. We click on it. Then we do click on create. We choose which service. Service is SQL, of course. SQL. We leave the connection name. Same for subscription. For the SQL server, we choose the new server. For the SQL database, we keep the same name and client type.net. We click on networking. We choose connection string here. We add the username and the password we put on earlier, which is SQL admin, and password SQL password. Okay, we click on networking, click on next. Okay, everything is on point. We wait for the validation. We're running final validation. Okay, validation passed. We click on create. Creation is started, so we wait here for the connection to be made. Okay, creation succeeded. So now we have our link. Click on it, close, we show it. Okay, we have our resource name. Now we go to create a rule. This rule will help us connect to the database from our IP address, because if we don't add that rule, we can't have a reverse connection to the SQL server. So we go to the server, we click on networking, we choose selected networks, and we add our client. This is our IP address, and we can check that by going to what is my IP address, and yes, our IP address is 188.2.6, exactly the same. We save. Perfect. Now we go to our configuration of our local project. We download the project from the link given in the PDF. We extract it. Here I'm using Mac, so it's a little bit different than Windows. It's going to get extracted. The thing is, with Mac, I had to download Visual Code, not just Visual Code Studio, but Visual Code, Visual Studio, not just Visual Code Studio, but Visual Studio. Why I'm using Visual Studio? Because when I tried to use Visual Code Studio, I had issues with using creating, not just creating the project, but like with having it built So here I'm going to change the version of the .NET. Okay, general, and okay, now we go back to general, not here because there isn't compilation. General, okay, infrastructure, civil. We choose .NET 8 because we don't have .7. Okay, we go with .7. There is .7. Okay, now we wait for the project to get validated. Project is saved. Now what we do, we open the terminal, we go inside the folder .NET. Okay, go inside the folder cd .NET. Okay, now we start our commands exactly. So .NET tool install. Okay, here it says it's already installed. It reinstalled it. Okay, perfect. Success. Now we do the second command, which is .NET migration, which adds initial create. Okay, build started. Build succeeded. Perfect. Okay, now we update the database. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. So we have our project ready to be deployed, but since in this version of Visual Studio, I can't use the how do you call it? We're gonna deploy on Azure, so we can't use add-ons. So we are going to use Visual Code Studio because on Visual Code Studio I have the add-ons already. Perfect. This is another project. We're gonna close it. They're gonna drag and drop our project we're working on. Okay, it's gonna open. Perfect. Here the thing is, I tried to install the add-on, that the teacher said about in the PDF file, but the add-on got deprecated. So what I did is I installed a new add-on. It's called Azure for Services, I guess. Yeah. So this shows that the add-on is connected to my Azure platform, and this shows everything. We can see the files, everything. We can see the website. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our files. We go to .NET. Inside we go to binary bin. We go to release. We go to publish. We select the folder publish. We do click right and we click on deploy. So now we choose what? Okay, web app. We choose the web app we created. We click on deploy, and now it's getting deployed. We click on output window to see what's happening. Okay, now we see that it's generated the project and it's going to update it. It's uploading, deployment successful. Now we click on browse website and we see if it's working or not. And as you can see, it's working perfectly. Thank you so much for watching.